Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Dion Myers. Today I'm going to take you through a short sequence, and this sequence is aimed around saying yes and accepting where we are right now, being present in the moment. As I guide you through the postures, you may feel at times that there's a posture that may not work for you, that you might find slightly uncomfortable, or perhaps it's a posture that you haven't quite yet mastered yet. And then rather than allowing the negative talk that often happens as we go through life and our yoga classes, of saying no, that you can't do this, or talking negatively to yourself, I want you to try through the sequence of switching that around and saying, yes, thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for this opportunity to experience this posture within my body. Thank you for the experience of allowing me to practice today. Thank you for the experiences of allowing me to learn something new. Thank you for the experience of allowing me to be present in the moment. Often in life, we get kind of bogged down with the negative things that might be going on. It might just be something that we're feeling, something that we're experiencing, particularly at the moment when we're experiencing a pandemic, that we kind of feel that there's been too much change and that we're really longing to go back to the old way of being with friends, family, and even coming to the yoga studio. I've heard this a lot quite recently, speaking to students, that everyone's just feeling a little bit fed up, and I know myself personally, I have days like that too. So today we're going to help each other and go through this sequence and try and really just enjoy the moment and enjoy what yoga, and reminder of what yoga can do for us. So we'll start by grounding down. You can maybe sit yourself up on a block or a bolster like me, just trying to get pretty comfortable because we're going to stay here for a few minutes. Ideally, you want to have your knees slightly lower than your hips. So I'll give you a couple of moments just to get yourself settled. Also, through today's class, you may want to use props, you don't have to. So again, make sure that you own your practice. So if you feel that you need a little bit of assistance, or today you're just feeling that, the extra belt or blanket would be ideal, then please take a moment and go and grab them, press pause, and I'll be here when you're ready. So sitting nice and comfortable, take a few moments just to settle down. Maybe rest your hands on your thighs or perhaps in your lap. Try and sit up nice and tall and straight, and I invite you to close your eyes for a few moments. As you close your eyes, take in how you're feeling right now as you begin to switch off from the outside world and settle into your inner space. Maybe take a couple of deep cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth to allow you to soften and relax. You might want to rotate the shoulders or move the head slightly side to side. And as you begin to switch off and settle in, allow the breath to soften and relax. Taking a few moments just to notice how you're feeling right now, where the body is at, where the mind's at. You may wish to scan the body, noticing any areas of tightness or tension as you work around the body. Take a moment to notice any sounds that you can hear. Sounds in the room, sounds outside, perhaps passing traffic or maybe birds singing. Notice the temperature in the room. Notice how the body feels. As you breathe, can you feel the warm heat of the exhale resting on your upper lip? Take a couple more moments just to completely settle in and connect with your mind and your body. Try to soften the body using the breath as you inhale and exhale. Soften the head, soften the back, soften the arms and the legs. And clench your jaw. Relax the mouth and the tongue. Soften the areas around the eyes. Relax the eyelids. Soften the forehead and the temple. Feel the whole face begin to soften and relax. So you'll hold no tension whatsoever in the face. Relax the throat and the mouth. Maybe take a nice swallow. Releasing and relaxing. And let's take this opportunity to say yes. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to have these few moments. Thank you for allowing me to connect with my mind and my body. Thank you for allowing me to stop and listen. We're going to slowly begin to add some movement into our body. On the next inhale, raising your arms up over your head. And then as you exhale, turn the palms down and exhale out. Inhale, turn the palms up towards the sky. Inhale, reaching the arms up over the head. Exhale, turn the palms down towards the earth as you exhale back out. Inhale, turn the arms up, raising the arms over the head. Exhale, turn the palms down, exhale down to the earth. Inhale, reaching the arms up and over. Exhale down to the earth. Inhale, reach the arms up and over. This time, keep the arms over the head as we interlace the fingers. Push the palms up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. Big stretch up, maybe lift your gaze up towards your hands. And then exhale, return your gaze forward, keeping the arms over the head, palms pushing away from you. On the next inhale, leaning over gently to the right. And then exhale back to the center. Over to the left. Exhale back to the center. Over to the right again. Exhale to center. Over to the left. Exhale back to center. Inhale, reaching back up, maybe gaze up towards the hand. And then exhale, releasing the arms back down towards the floor. Maybe rotate the shoulders, shrug it out, allowing the rotation of the shoulders to go forward and then back. Whichever works for you. Adding in a deep breath and a deep sigh. Allowing you just to check in with the mind and the body. Thank you. From here, let's rotate the head. Just allowing the chin to drop down towards the chest as you just softly rotate from side to side. You may wish to close your eyes as you do this. And perhaps allow the head to go all the way around 360, going really slowly as you stretch out the neck and the head. Releasing tension and just noticing if you feel any tension at all as you do the movement. Sometimes if you feel tension, you might just want to pause and just stay there for a moment. Saying, yes, thank you for showing up and show me where I need to stretch out and work. Thank you for showing me where I'm holding tension in my body. And then softly release and then coming back up to the top. We're going to move now onto all fours now. If you struggle with any knee or joint problems, you may wish to grab a blanket or a cushion just to support you underneath your knee, or perhaps you may have something like a soft block, and then just placing that underneath the knee to give you a little bit of cushioning and support. Another easy way of doing it is to take a blanket, and depending on what problems you're having in your knee, giving you an extra bit of padding maybe by just rolling the blanket up slightly. And you can put maybe both knees on so that the hips are in line, if that works for you too. So on all fours, you want your hands underneath your shoulders, knees hip distance apart. Spread your fingers pretty wide to make sure you've got a nice strong foundation. And then from here, we're just going to start by swaying the hips side to side. And then from here, you might want to add a little circle motion here. Releasing any tension, allowing us to really connect with our body and our breath. And then from here, let's come into cat-cow. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, arching the back. Gaze, if you can, towards your navel. Inhale, lifting the chest, looking forward. Exhale, arch. Now we do this movement. It's a really good way of allowing us to connect with the body and connect the movement with the breath. It helps to really open up the chest and the front of the ribs. It also helps to really open and activate the energy around the spine. So it's a really good one for when we're working to release any tension in the lower back or the upper back. But also even if we just want a bit of a deep cleanse, we're working through the chakra system. And so you imagine the movement, feeling the energy all the way from your root chakra, the lower part of your back. And as that energy moves through the chakras all the way up through the spine, right up to the crown of the head. Beautiful. Well done. And then from here, let's sink down into child's pose. Allow the knees maybe to go a little bit wider. Sink the bottom down towards the heels. Either stretching your arms out in front of you and you rest your forehead onto the mat. Or if you're holding any tension in the shoulders, perhaps another alternative way of doing so is to allow the arms just to rest down by the shins. I like to have the upper part of my hands grounded towards the earth, palms facing up, just so I'm a bit more open to the relaxation. As we settle down into child's pose and relax. Notice any feelings or sensations that are working through the body as you do so. Saying yes, thank you for this moment to observe my body. Thank you for this moment to check in. Thank you for being present. From child's pose, bringing the hands in front of you onto the mat. Inhale, coming all the way up, tucking the toes under, finding yourself into downward facing dog. Take a moment to settle into downward dog. This might be your first downward dog of the day. So if it is, maybe take a moment to walk the dog, patting one heel down and then the other, stretching out the backs of the legs, the backs of the calves and hamstrings. Deep breathing in and out. Resting your chin slightly down towards the chest, gazing if you can towards your navel or between your legs. Find a soft gaze. Make sure that you're holding no tension in the neck or the shoulders. Spread the fingers. Allowing the tailbone to reach up towards the sky. Yes, thank you for allowing my body to stretch out and really release that tension. From here, we're going to walk the hands back towards our feet, and we're going to take a ragdoll here. So, feet hip distance apart, head and chest relax, head drop right down, holding no tension at all in the head. So, allowing the chin to drop to the chest. From here, you can either grab a hold of your elbows, so there's an extra bit of forward weight there, or you might just want to hang the arms down like a ragdoll. And I invite you to take a moment just to sway side to side. So everything from the waist up is heavy but soft and relaxed. You're holding nothing here. The only thing that's holding you now at the moment is your strong foundation, your strong legs. See if you can shift your weight slightly forward, maybe into the toes, and notice any sensations here at the back of the legs. Breathe into the back of the thighs, to the back of the knees. We're going to slowly begin to peel ourselves up really slowly, starting really slowly as we curl our bodies up to a standing position. Nice and gentle, noticing the sensations as we peel up, allowing the body to be really heavy. As we come near to a fully standard upright position, make sure that the head is still dropped and you release your shoulders first back and then the head last. Well done. Oh, take a few moments just to appreciate the body, feeling that strong foundation through your legs and into the soles of your feet. Beautiful. We're going to step forward to the front of the mat, feet together in Samasthini Tadasana, and then maybe close your eyes, lifting the chest. Have your arms alongside your body but not quite touching for a moment. See if here you can create a nice aligned body. Take a moment to make any adjustments so that you're standing up nice and tall. The shoulders are relaxed, there's no tension held down here. The pelvis is not sticking out or sticking forward, but the pelvis is nicely aligned. Be aware of that center line of gravity, perhaps slightly rock forward onto your tiptoes and then go back onto the heels and then relax the feet down and see if you can find that juicy spot where you're completely aligned and present. From here, inhale, reaching the arms up over your head, perhaps gaze to your thumbs. Exhale to the heart center. Inhale, reaching the arms up and over, look up towards the thumbs. Exhale to the heart center. One more, inhale, reaching up and exhale. On the next inhale, reaching the arms up and over, looking to the thumbs. Draw the lower belly in as you exhale, hinge forward into Uttanasana. Make sure that you bend your knees if your hands don't easily touch the floor. Your aim here is to have your hands flat, so bend your knees until your hands are flat. Drop the head, look down towards your knees. Moving into Ardha Uttanasana, bringing your hands perhaps to your shins, flat back, look forward. Exhale, Uttanasana, bending the knees again, hands flat to the floor. The hands are flat to the floor because we're going to push back, stepping our right leg behind us, coming into a lunge. In this lunge, you can either look forward or look down to the floor, whichever works for you. If this is too much, release the shin down to the floor. And still work on that opening of the hip by lunging forward. From here, let's step the front leg to meet the back leg as we come into a high plank. Bring your weight slightly over your wrists onto the tips of your toes. Draw that lower belly in. Don't hold the breath. Exhale all the way down to the floor. Relax the forehead down to the mat. Hands by the shoulders. Point the leg, point the toes. Inhale, lift the chest, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, push back either onto your knees or all the way straight into downward facing dog. Taking a moment to settle into your downward dog. We're going to stay here for 5 deep breaths. Relaxing the head down, chin towards the chest. Slightly externally rotating the arms, pushing down into the fingertips. Deep breathing, working those heels down. Take the dog for a walk if that works for you. Maybe slightly lean over to the right or to the left, stretching out the body. As you get comfortable, notice how the body feels. Say thank you. Thank you for this experience. Thank you for allowing me to practice my yoga today. On the next inhale, look towards the hand. Step the right foot forward, coming back into a lunge. Turning the left foot slightly out to the side. We're going to inhale, come up into warrior one. From warrior one, we're going to exhale, take the hands slightly down in front of the right foot. Hands can stay on the floor. Let's stay grounded and secure as we lift the left leg up. Look forward slightly. Find a soft spot on the floor in front of you to gaze. We're coming into a modified warrior 3 pose here. You can keep the hands on the floor, or for those of you who aren't wanting a bit more of a challenge, see if you can take your hands away, coming to a full warrior 1. Hands can either come out to the side, open front, or to the chest, whichever works for you. Releasing out of the pose, slowly bring the leg down, hands to the mat. Step the front leg back, back to high plank. Exhale either all the way down to the floor or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Lift the gaze forward or all the way up towards the ceiling. Tuck the toes under, coming into downward dog. We're not staying in downward dog. Take a moment here just for you to catch your breath. Stepping the right foot forward. You can kick the right leg back if you wish. Bring the right foot all the way forward, coming back into a lunge. Beautiful. Back foot to meet the front foot. Back to Uttanasana, feet together. Drop the head down. Ardha Uttanasana, flat back, look up. Uttanasana, forward fold. From here, we're going to come into Uttanasana. So you're going to bend your knees, squeeze your knees together. Inhale, reach your arms up. Beautiful. See if you can either gaze to your thumbs or to your fingertips. See here and try and sink your hips down towards your calves. Good. Squeezing the knees together. Thank you for my balance. Thank you for allowing my legs to really work hard as we move through this sequence. We're going to add a gentle twist, bringing the hands into prayer, taking the outside of the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Looking up towards the ceiling if you can, or just looking down to the floor. Inhale, reaching the arms up. As you exhale, standing up all the way to the top, reach the arms up over your head. Exhale, Samasthiti. Well done. Let's do that again on the left side now. Inhale, reach the arms up and over, look to the thumbs. Exhale, fall forward. Uttanasana, bending the knees, grounding the hand to the floor, drop the head. Ardha Uttanasana, flat back, look forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, stepping the left leg back into a low lunge. So either staying here looking forward, or if this is too much, releasing the shin down to the floor. From here, allow the front foot to meet the back as you come into high plank. Bring the weight slightly over the toes into the wrists, spreading the fingers. Lowering all the way down to the mat, resting the forehead onto the mat. Hands by the shoulders, inhale, cobra. Exhale out and release. Either coming onto your knees or coming straight up into downward dog, tucking the toes under, lifting the hips high. And then settling into your downward dog. So make any modifications or adjustments that you need. If downward dog is too much for you today, come down into a puppy dog pose or a child pose. Resting the chin to the chest. You can maybe add a little sway, but really try to connect and release the breath working through the body. Inhale, look forward towards the hands, stepping the left foot towards the hands, turn the right foot out to the side, staying as low as you can, coming up into warrior one. And then from here, exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. In front of the foot, step the right foot up, coming in initially to a supported warrior three pose, finding soft gaze on the floor. You can stay here, or if you prefer, take the arms away, find your balance. Exhale, take the hands back down to the mat and the back leg, stepping back into high plank. If you lost your balance there, that's no problem at all. Take that moment to appreciate the body and thank you for that challenge. Exhale all the way down to the floor, chaturanga, roll all the way to the floor. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, tuck the toes under, downward dog. Not staying in downward dog this time, but just take a moment. Maybe one deep inhale and exhale. Kicking the left leg back. Bring the left leg all the way through back into a lunge. Back leg to meet the front leg as you step forward into Uttanasana, forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Uttanasana, forward fold. Bending the knees, coming into Uttanasana, into chair pose. Taking a moment here, stretching the arms out in front, gaze to your thumbs or fingertips. Or just looking directly forward. See if you can sink your bottom down a little bit lower, pushing your weight slightly into the back of the heels, using your big toes to help you keep grounded and secure. Squeeze the knees together, really working the thighs. Adding the twist, bending your right elbow to the outside of your left knee, bring the palms together, looking either up towards the ceiling or down to the floor. Stay here and breathe deeply into the nose. Out through the mouth if you like, or just breathe in with the Ujjayi breath, in and out through the nose, closing the back of the throat. Inhale, reaching the arms back up and forward. Exhale, hands to the mat. Drop the head down, Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana, look up. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, come back into Uttanasana, stretching the arms out. Inhale, straighten the arms all the way up over the head. Exhale, Namaste. Beautiful. Stepping wide. Oh, gorgeous. So we'll do a quick forward fold from here. So taking our feet so that they're pointing forward, not out to the side. Hands can start on your waist. Inhale, lift your heart center for a moment. Draw the lower belly in. Exhale, hinging from the hips. Just go halfway. Beautiful. Inhale, come all the way up. And then exhale back down. You can stay here if you like and just work those glutes. Take a moment, maybe close the eyes and just check in with the sensations, particularly in the legs. See if you can push your weight slightly forward into your toes, pushing into your big toe, into the heel. If you prefer, you can take your hands down to the mat. Hands are shoulder distance apart, spread the fingers. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, drop the head down. So wherever you are, if you're halfway or all the way down, that's fine. For those of you who are a little bit more bendy and flexible, as you bend your elbows, try and draw your elbows to the back of the room rather than out to the side. You then begin to shift your weight slightly forward into the toes, and you might find over time that your head reaches all the way down to the floor. Don't bounce, don't forward, don't push down, don't force it. Take this opportunity to say thank you for allowing my body to be where it is today. Thank you for allowing me to stretch out. Try and switch any of those negative comments that are coming through, anything they're saying that it's too hard, that it doesn't feel right, that you'll never get your head down to the floor. See if you can switch them around to say thank you for allowing my body to be where it needs to be today. Thank you for not allowing my ego to take control of my practice to force and injure myself. The aim for the practice is not to get the head to the floor. The aim for the practice is to move through with my body, to move that tension out of the body. The aim of the practice is to feel amazing afterwards. Good. Okay, inhale, lift the chest. If your hands aren't after your waist, bring them to your waist. On the exhale here, inhale, coming all the way up to standing. Work the feet in. And then let's add another balance. So give your feet a little wiggle. And we'll just do something really easy-ish to start off with. We'll do 3 different versions. We're going to do tree pose. So the first version is a fairly easy one to do. And this is to ground the left foot and place the right foot down by the ankle, hands to the waist. That might be as far as you're going today. Maybe you've found that through the practice already that you've been a bit off the balance. So if that is you, just stay where you are today and let's just notice where you're focusing. Find a soft gaze in front of you. Stay there and take this opportunity to connect with the breath. If you want to go into a little bit of a deeper practice, see if you can lift the right foot below the knee initially and just see how that feels. See if you can draw the right knee slightly a bit more further behind you out to the side. And if you're not wobbling, concentrate on the breath. If you are wobbling, return your foot back to the floor, take a moment and then join in again. The only place I don't want you to place your foot is on the knee. So either the foot can go under the knee joint or above, but not on the knee. Once you've found the right pose for you, so it might be pretty high up, see if you can bring your hands to your heart. Your hands can rest on your chest or bring your hands into a prayer position. Stay in here and just breathe. If you're wobbling, that's fine. Think of a tree. Think of the tree having strong roots underneath the earth. Think of your standing foot as that tree. With strong foundations, your roots are spreading from your foot, under your mat, into the earth below. Like all trees, we sway in the breeze, we lose balance, but our strong foundations underneath help us to stay secure and strong. If you can, let's raise the arms over our head. Make that full tree pose. Use your fingers as if they're leaves on the branch and wiggle your fingers. Well done. If you want to exhale and release, or perhaps you might want to even close your eyes for a few more breaths and just notice the difference with your balance as you close your eyes. It's amazing how important it is to have something to focus on when we balance. And as soon as you close your eyes, you make the balance much harder. You really have to dig deep with your breath to keep yourself standing. Give your feet and ankles a little wiggle, and then when you're ready, let's switch over onto the other side. With all balanced postures, we tend to find that the balance on the left and right switches, and we tend to have a good side and a bad side from day to day. Also, if you're really dehydrated, your balance won't be good at all. So if you're a bit off balance today, maybe that means at the end of class today you need to take a lot more water and just maybe give yourself a few moments to really hydrate yourself. Okay, standing leg, bringing the foot to your ankle. Maybe stay here and just check in with how that feels. If you want to lift the foot a little bit above the ankle, then that's fine. Draw the knee wide for a moment and just check in with it. Either stay where you are, or if you want to lift the foot a little bit higher, then please do so. If you lose your balance, remember to say thank you. Thank you for those lessons. Thank you for those lessons with the ego. Just because you've done this pose maybe for many years as you've studied yoga, it doesn't mean that you have to get it right every time. I think the biggest lesson in yoga is to learn how to fall gracefully. And that doesn't mean falling out of a posture. It means to leave the ego at the door and just accept where the body is, where it needs to be for this moment in time, for this present moment. Coming in to the full pose, bringing your hands maybe to the heart, or staying where you are at the waist. Can you reach your arms out? Really expanding and lifting the chest slightly. Allowing the fingers to wiggle like leaves on the branch of a tree. Can you notice your standing foot at the moment? Are you using your big toe to help you stay grounded? Are you using the heel? Are you using the arch of the foot? It's okay to sway. It's okay to lose balance. Thank you, yes. And exhale out. And release. Releasing the ankles. Let's move down to the floor, and we'll do that by a little vinyasa. Bringing the feet together, coming to the front of your mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take the arms wide, lift the chest. Inhale, reach the arms up and over. A little back bend here if you wish. Exhale, coming all the way down to the floor, Uttanasana, forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana, look up. Uttanasana, forward fold. Stepping back into plank. Exhale, down to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. From here, bringing the right foot in and then the left, coming down onto your bottom. In. Let's actually come in to lying down position. Let's lie down onto the mat. Having the feet up, knees bent. Let's just take a moment here. I'm going to come into a little bridge pose now. So having the toes pointing forward, heels fairly close towards the bottom, feet hip distance apart, palms down towards the mat. Pushing through the soles of the feet, pushing into the big toe and into the heel. Lift the hips high. Exhale, sink the hips down. Inhale, lifting the hips high. Exhale, down. Notice the difference of the balance within the feet. Are you bringing the pressure as you push up? Do you feel that spreading across the whole of the foot? Or do you feel it mostly on the inside of the foot? Or are you pushing up to the outside of the foot? See if you can bring your awareness more to the big toe. And as you inhale, push up, pushing up more through the big toe into the back of the heel. One more. Inhale, push up. Exhale. Come out. Bend your knees. Bring your knees into the chest. Rocking perhaps side to side. Maybe do some little circles. Side to side. Round and round. Giving the lower part of your back a little massage. From here, we're going to come into relaxation, into Shavasana. So finding a comfortable position for you, maybe grabbing a blanket if you wish. Lying on the floor, bringing some awareness back to the breath. Take a deep breath in, exhale out. Deep breath in, exhale out. And release. Allowing the body to completely rest and settle down. Say thank you to yourself. Be grateful for having this time to relax and release into Shavasana. Slowly and gently begin to allow the body to wake up to the present. Begin to wriggle your fingers and toes, bring energy back in. Maybe stretching your arms up over your head, stretching the arms, stretching the legs. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Deep breath in. And exhale. Bending your knees, hugging your knees into the chest. Gently rock from side to side. If you can, keep your eyes closed and gently curling over onto your side. Ease yourself up to a comfortable upright position. Once you get upright to the top, let's rub our hands together as fast as we can to bring some heat and energy back into the body. Place the hands over your eyes and take another deep breath in. Exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Create some gaps between your fingers. Open your eyes and welcome back. Thank you so much for spending time with me today, and I hope that you feel a little bit thankful for having the practice, but also thankful for allowing yourself the time to do the practice, being thankful for the lessons that you've learned, being thankful for just being where we are right now. Stay safe, be well. Namaste. Thank you.